Our sources say this latest suspect will also likely be charged with rape. 5 other men are already in custody in connection with the series of home invasions. And our sources say a team of investigators have been working around the clock on the cases since Boyer's murder. It happens in 10 days, and that's when Georgia Power starts collecting higher rates. State regulators today approved 3 increases in total. Consumer investigator Jim Strickland breaks down the details live from a Georgia Power facility in Midtown.
Yeah, Justin, Georgia Power and its backers say these new revenue streams are all about paying for environmental controls and about building generation and distribution capacity for the future. Well, the opponents are worried about the economy right now and how this is going to affect those already struggling.
It was a difficult vote. I have a lot of friends are out of work, some of them out of manufacturing jobs in LaGrange, Georgia, and I'm praying for them right now.
The commission faced a compromise rate plan, $150 million less than the company first proposed. It passed.
Sure, we're making some heavy investments today, but it's going to pay benefits to us down the road.
What about the argument that that this is all about economic development down the road?
I don't give that much credence.
Commissioner Bobby Baker cast the lone nay vote, arguing the rate hike, in fact, will suck money from the economy. Money that could have gone
to create jobs and to expand their business, to invest in their businesses. But it's going to be taken out because of higher energy cost.
The average residential customer will see a $10.86 rate hike beginning in January. Those rates will increase to $15 per month by 2013. The company says the extra revenue will be invested in keeping the juice flowing.
Really what this is going to do is help us to continue to provide that reliable service that our customers are accustomed to at rates below the national average.
In the end, all of those surcharges minimize the risk to the company, and they shouldn't be rewarded with higher profits on the backs of customers.
Now, part of this rate increase includes a charge for financing 2 new nuclear power plants in eastern Georgia. That money will be collected long before those plants go online, but the company says in the end, that's going to save its customers about $300 million in interest. Reporting live in Midtown, Jim Strickland, Channel 2 Action News.
We talked to Georgia Power today about these hikes. Here are more details. The company says its last rate increase did not generate a profit. Officials considered it a pass-through rate hike to cover fuel costs. That increase amounted to a bit less than $6 a month for customers.
Authorities have not released the name of a Peachtree City man killed in a fire overnight. One roommate got out of this house on Scatterfoot Drive. A second was not home. Firefighters arrived within a minute of the call and found the victim inside. Neighbors were afraid the flames would spread.
Paces Ferry Road, the collision knocked down a utility pole.
More than 2 million Georgia Power customers are about to see a hefty rate increase. The Georgia Public Service Commission voted today to give the utility its first basic rate increase in 3 years. Channel 2's consumer investigator Jim Strickland broke the story on WSBTV.com. He joins us now live from Midtown Atlanta. Jim?
Yeah, Javita says the company is investing in distribution systems and clean power generation for the future, including 2 new nuclear units, and all of that costs money. Money the customers are now going to have to pay.
This matter is ready for a commission decision.
An audience packed the hearing room, but the time for testimony was over about Georgia Power's plan to hike average residential bills $10 per month next month. The vote 4-1 in favor. Commissioner Bobby Baker was the lone dissenter.
So by the time all these cost increases are added together by 2013, the average consumer's bill is going to go up 40%. That's a huge amount of money.
Average bills will increase by $15 per month in the final year of the deal. There will be 3 rate hikes between now and then. In total, customers will pay about $2.1 billion more for power.
We're going to be attractive to industry, manufacturing, and cheap and clean energy down the road. It's for my grandchildren that we're doing this.
Included in the hike, environmental investments mandated by the federal government and a charge to quickly recover financing costs on loans to build 2 new nuclear reactors long before those plants go online.
The benefit to recovering the cost ahead of time is that it's going to save our customers $300 million. So for us, that is the win in this.
Opponents who offered a less expensive rate plan left disappointed.
This decision is significantly higher in terms of money to Georgia Power than it needs to be. We also think it widely ignores the public sentiment that has been expressed for the past 6 months.
Now, again, the rates go into effect January 1st. Georgia Power says residential customers will see about a 10% rate increase. Businesses between 7% and 8.5%. Reporting live in Midtown Atlanta, Jim Strickland, Channel 2 Action News.
We have more details. Georgia Power increased rates earlier this year. In March, the Public Service Commission approved raising rates for residential customers. Georgia Power says that hike averaged about $5.59 more a month. That hike also covered fuel costs.
A cloudy, misty first day of winter. Meteorologist David Chanley now live in Severe Weather Center 2.
Yeah, Justin, we're almost to the winter solstice. It's at 6:38 this evening, and we're going to see temperatures on the upswing. You knew that was going to happen. Take a look at what happened today.
So much need this year, Fred. Thank you. This morning, regulators made a big decision that will affect every Georgia Power customer, what it means for your wallet. We're getting a look at the surveillance video that could prove critical in the search for the men behind a deadly restaurant robbery. Why police say the victim died a hero. A break after a series of thefts of car parts. The expensive piece, the crooks went right after.
Yeah. Closed captioning.
Not as much as the utility company originally wanted. Starting in January, the average homeowner's power bill will go up by about $10.75 a month. That would be followed by another $3 in 2012 and another $1.50 in 2013. Will Phillips is a spokesman for the AARP.
From our perspective, this commission has turned a 10 ear to the ratepayers of the state.
You've got a lot of people, particularly seniors, who are trying to figure out how they're going to pay their bill. What do you say to them?
We have that situation. And of course, there are plans out there that help them do this too.
Commissioners say it was a tough decision, but most say in the long run, it will attract more businesses to Georgia, which is how Georgia Power has pushed the rate increases all along.
For new natural gas generation and for environmental controls that we're installing on our power plants to reduce emissions.
I had tough questions, too, for Georgia Power spokesman Jeff Wilson. And some of your customers are saying, when is enough going to be enough?
Well, we certainly understand the timing and the significance of this rate case.
Wilson says Georgia Power has taken a number of steps to reduce costs. The new rate hike kicks in next month. That's on top of a new fee that you'll get that will go toward the construction of 2 reactors at Georgia Power's nuclear plant near Augusta. Live in downtown Atlanta, Rebecca Schramm, CBS Atlanta News.
Yeah, a lot of people, Rebecca, probably scrambling to turn down the heat. All right, right now officials are stepping up security across
recipe that was handed down from my great-grandmother. It's been in our family for over 40 years. It's a very easy cake to make, but it's absolutely delicious. You'd love it.
Kroger, more value for the way you...
Live, local, late-breaking. This is Channel 2 Action News at noon. Coverage you can count on.
Georgia Power rates are headed higher after state regulators approved one of the largest increases in the company's history. Now, the company says the extra revenue will maintain reliable service, but opponents fear the effect on an already shaky economy. Consumer investigator Jim Strickland broke the news online moments after the vote. He is live at the Public Service Commission.
Yeah, Linda, one commissioner said he really struggled with his vote this morning. Another said he had no trouble at all because he voted no, his last significant vote in office.
We're making some heavy investments today, but it's going to pay benefits to us down the road.
The Public Service Commission passed Georgia Power's rate increase 4-1. Commissioner Chuck Eaton cast a troubled vote in favor.
Did you have a tough night's sleep last night?
I did. These are difficult decisions we make down here, and they're not easy.
The decision increases rates by $844 million by 2013. By then, the average customer will see an increase of $15 per month. Environmental costs make up half the rate increase.
Really what this is going to do is help us to continue to provide that reliable service that our customers are accustomed to at rates below the national average.
In his final commission meeting after 18 years, Commissioner Bobby Baker voted no. The economy chief on his mind.
By the time all these cost increases are added together by 2013, the average consumer's bill is going to go up 40%. That's a huge amount of money, huge increase.
Now's not the time, you're saying?
Now is not the time.
Now, 2/3 of that $15 a month we talked about, that goes into effect this January 1st, $10.76 per month on the average customer. Baker also was not happy that these new rates mean that Georgia Power will be able to pay off its 2 new nuclear plants in only 5 years. He says those costs ought to be stretched out over a longer period of time. The utility says It's going to save customers $300 million in interest. Reporting live in downtown Atlanta at the Public Service Commission, Jim Strickland, Channel 2 Action News.
Well, if you missed this morning,